The Weeping Widow's Walk. In the small coastal town of Harbor's End, where the crashing waves relentlessly pounded against the jagged cliffs and the eerie fog clung to the land like a shroud, there was a history as dark as the depths of the sea. Once a thriving fishing community, Harbor's End had now succumbed to the relentless tides of time. Its vibrant, colorful buildings had faded to a ghostly gray, their facades cracked and weathered. The sea, once the town's lifeblood, had reclaimed its streets, leaving only the skeletal remains of a bygone era. It was a place where the echoes of long-forgotten laughter now mingled with the mournful cries of seagulls, and where the veil between the living and the dead seemed to grow thin. Amidst this desolation, a newcomer had recently arrived in Harbor's End. Kristy, with her fiery auburn hair and an insatiable curiosity about the town's history, had become a topic of whispered conversations among the locals. She was a woman of logic and reason, unburdened by the superstitions that gripped the hearts of the town's residents. Kristy was determined to unravel the mysteries that shrouded Harbor's End, her unyielding spirit matched only by her unwavering curiosity. Her arrival raised eyebrows among the locals, who had long learned to keep their distance from the town's dark secrets. However, they couldn't dissuade her from her quest to uncover the truth. The town's annual Halloween festival was approaching, bringing with it a mix of excitement and dread. The townsfolk prepared for the event with a curious blend of enthusiasm and trepidation. The town square was adorned with jack-o'-lanterns, their grinning faces seemingly mocking the tales of horror that shrouded the town. The festival had always been a strange affair, a night where the supernatural and the mundane converged in an otherworldly dance. It was a time when the past and the present merged, and the dead seemed to walk among the living. Kristy was drawn to the festival like a moth to a flame. Her eyes sparkled with anticipation as she strolled through the festively decorated streets. She couldn't help but notice the hushed conversations of the townsfolk, who spoke of the ghostly apparition that would soon haunt their town once more. The Weeping Widow, as she was known, was a legend that had been passed down through the generations. Her sorrowful tale was etched into the very soul of Harbor's End, like an omen of the past they could never escape. One fateful evening, as the clock struck midnight and the moon cast an eerie glow over Harbor's End, Kristy's newfound friends dared her to embark on the midnight walk. It was a tradition reserved for the bravest souls in the town, an excursion that led intrepid travelers to the infamous Widow's Walk. This treacherous path clung to the cliffs and led to the stormy coast, a place where the bravest dared to venture. Its chilling reputation was well known among the locals, but Kristy's curiosity got the best of her. She accepted the dare, determined to prove herself as a worthy newcomer in the eyes of the town. On Halloween night, a thick, unnatural fog enveloped Harbor's End, shrouding the town in an impenetrable mist. The fog was unlike anything Kristy had ever seen. It seemed to seep from the very depths of the sea, swallowing everything in its path. As she and her friends ventured onto the Widow's Walk, the fog clung to them like a spectral shroud, making it difficult to see more than a few feet ahead. The group's laughter and banter soon turned to uneasy silence as they followed the treacherous path into the unknown. In the heart of the fog-shrouded Widow's Walk, the group encountered a spectral figure cloaked in tattered gray rags. Her long, disheveled hair obscured her face, and her tattered garments billowed in the eerie mist. It was the Weeping Widow, the very apparition they had come to seek. Frozen in terror, they watched as the ghostly figure seemed to search the foggy night for something elusive. The widow's mournful, almost desperate cries filled the air, sending shivers down their spines. Kristy's heart pounded in her chest as she witnessed the haunting scene. The skepticism that had initially fueled her quest was now overshadowed by a profound sense of unease. She couldn't deny the reality of the ghostly apparition, and the Weeping Widow's presence left an indelible mark on her soul. Determined to uncover the truth behind the Weeping Widow's story, Kristy embarked on a relentless quest for answers. She immersed herself in the town's history, studying old records and interviewing the townsfolk who had for so long guarded their town's darkest secrets. Her investigation led her to hidden clues, each hinting at a tragic past that had been forgotten by time. As she delved deeper into the mystery, Kristy discovered that the widow's children had vanished under inexplicable circumstances, leaving their mother forever in mourning. Kristy's journey took her to an old, dilapidated house by the coast. The house, once a place of warmth and familial love, now stood as a solemn reminder of the tragedy that had befallen the widow and her children. Its rooms were filled with relics of a bygone era, and the walls seemed to whisper secrets that had long been buried. Kristy could feel the weight of the past as she examined photographs, letters, and keepsakes that hinted at a family torn asunder. The house became a place where time stood still, its walls a witness to a terrible event that had cast a pall over Harbor's End. Kristy's discovery brought the widow's story to light, revealing a tale of betrayal, loss, and unspeakable sorrow. As she pieced together the fragments of the past, she felt an even stronger connection to the ghostly figure she had encountered on the widow's walk. Haunted by the plight of the weeping widow, Kristy felt an irresistible compulsion to enter a hidden room within the old house. The room was a place where the tragedy had reached its devastating crescendo, and the remnants of a life once filled with love and joy now lay in ruin. In the darkness, she uncovered artifacts and mementos that had long been forgotten, each revealing a fragment of the sorrowful tale. As Kristy delved deeper into the room, the oppressive weight of the past pressed upon her. It was here that she discovered the final piece of the puzzle, a revelation that would forever bind her to the weeping widow. The specter of the ghostly figure materialized before Kristy, seeking solace and retribution. The weeping widow's mournful cries resonated in the dimly lit room, as if pleading for an end to her torment. Kristy's attempt to provide the weeping widow with resolution took a terrifying turn. The ghostly figure, no longer consumed by mourning, was now driven by rage. The weeping widow unleashed her vengeful fury upon Harbor's End, her cries echoing through the town like a banshee's wail. The Halloween festival, once a joyful celebration, descended into a night of terror as the widow's malevolent presence filled the town with dread. Kristy's connection to the town's history became her curse, as she found herself bound to the tormented spirit of the weeping widow. She had uncovered the truth, but it had come at a terrible price. The haunting legacy of the weeping widow persisted, casting a perpetual shadow over Harbor's End. It was a place where the past and the present converged, where the living and the dead coexisted, and where the town's dark secrets would never rest in peace. Dare to delve into the unknown with chilling ghost tales. Then subscribe for weekly videos of the eeriest tales and darkest legends now.